Hello, Free Rotation Nation. Welcome to this spicy episode. Mm-hmm. I am Baby the Hair. I am joined by our legal advisor, Becky.
Sup?
Our leader, Miss Angela.
Hello.
And fuck Chris.
Hey.
I didn't expect to fuck Chris.
Yeah, no one ever does.
Casey does.
I mean, they are married. Speaking of marriage, how's Disney World?
Hot. Real hot every day. It never dropped below 95 degrees, and it wasn't too bad, but it was hot.
Did you win any money at the casino?
We did not actually go to the casino.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it was fun. We went for children, and the children were...
Oh, I bet they're fucking jazzed.
Oh my god, it was really cool.
how was it when you surprised them and told them?
It was balling. So basically, they didn't know the rest of the family was coming down there. So our room was connected to theirs with the door in between them or whatever. So we waited until they got back for the evening because we drove down there the day before we had all our passes to the parks or whatever. We waited until they got into little jammies because one of the girls is 8 and the other one's 5. And we knocked on the door that connects our two rooms. And their dad was like, "Oh, you should open the door. It might be somebody cool or somebody's knocking." They answer it, and it's their aunts and uncles and grandparents who were like, "Surprise!" And they were just ecstatic.
I feel like that's bad advice for kids to enter as strangers at the door.
Well, he knew we were there.
I know, but I'm talking about the kids though, because think about it, like later on, like they might be like home alone one day, and knock on the door. Oh, it's
they're still pretty young. I don't think they're gonna be answering doors like that.
Shit, I was.
Speaking of answering doors.
Speaking of answering doors,
Ooh,
and
that was a good. Listen,
good
I did a good job on that segue this time.
Proud of you in your kimono.
Thanks. Oh yeah, I got a kimono.
Yeah, looks nice.
Thanks. I was very excited about it. I just love to look like color threw up on me.
I mean, you are Asian, so there's that.
It's true. It's absolutely true. Everybody's gonna be.
I'm Asian and I don't fucking wear kimonos. Trying to say over here, Chris.
Yeah, you're Asian by sort of
default.
Yeah,
but I'm Asian adjacent.
You're adjacent.
Oh God! I thought Scoop wasn't on the podcast anymore, Becky.
Did you have a stroke there, Becky?
I just did have a little bit of an aneurysm, so please excuse me.
Fair. But today, we're talking about black-eyed children, black-eyed kids, also known as Becks.
I also am quite amused by the fact that we started with a super wholesome intro, like, let's talk about Disney and how excited this is and blah, blah, blah. By the way, we're talking about demonic children now.
We don't know if they're demonic.
They're probably all over Disney World.
Oh, guaranteed.
Ooh.
Guaranteed.
Oh, no, because they like...
I don't think they are.
Places. Yeah.
So, for the uninitiated, a black-eyed children are an American legend of paranormal creatures that resemble children between the ages of 6 and 16, often with pale skin and black eyes. And they're reportedly seen hitchhiking or panhandling and are encountered on the doorsteps of residential homes. Listen, black-eyed kids, if you're listening, you show up to my house, I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
You're just going to beat like...
And that means he's going to run like a little bitch crying.
Having seen Bobby on the haunted bridge, he's not beating up...
Oh, no. I'm going to shit my pants and lock the door.
Well, and the thing is, like, the advent of black-eyed kids, they're like, hey... This is like a newer phenomenon. It's like the newer, like new age, like creepypasta. It's like the predecessor to creepypasta because they didn't start showing up until what, like AOL started.
92.
Yeah, it was like the late,
yeah.
Even though there's allegedly sightings from like the 70s.
Or 92.
It's like 96.
Yeah, it was like the mid to late.
A/S/L.
Yeah, when dial-up became a thing, and they were like sitting there waiting for the AOL to start up so they could like troll kids in chat.
Mm-hmm. God, I fucking hate these things. Kids themselves are creepy to me. I don't like kids. So
I would say that out of all of the things that creep me out, it's these kids like the Becks like this, just because of listen, don't laugh at me. I'm being very good. Enunciation is a problem. But the idea that these kids are like just looking like kids wandering around like, hey...
Because your instinct is to help a kid, especially like some of them are 6. I need help.
No, I don't. They picked the wrong house. I ain't fucking letting them in.
I did.
Fuck that.
Well, I mean, we'll get into it, but I want to talk about a little bit like now how I think that the idea of a Becks is probably not going to work as well anymore than it would back in like 96.
Yeah, because now we have Ring.
Well, not even that. It's the fact that like who the fuck trusts kids anyways this day and age?
Kids are shitheads.
Yep.
Well, and funny you say Ring because there's video. I was watching them this morning, scaring the shit out of myself. of them called on Ring doorbells.
Yeah.
Yeah, just standing there.
With the whole clown shit a
fuck are
couple of
you
years ago.
doing?
Remember that? That was
Yeah.
exciting.
That's probably the black-eyed kids
Probably.
at the birthday party. The clown just.
I'm out. But besides blacked out eyes, these kids appear typically normal. But sometimes their attire is outdated. Like
Right.
sometimes they're dressed in old-timey clothes. But in extreme circumstances, they have talon-like feet.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, some sightings of black-eyed kids say like they look like they have taloned feet. Now I don't know about all that because that's such a random thing, and most of the stories you hear about they don't really mention the talons. They mention the fact that the kids are like not making eye contact and stuff. But
Now, Becky, let's say they come into my house and I'm hopped up on some White Christmas,
Let's just say Benadryl.
Benadryl,
Yeah.
and I just happen like to beat the shit out of them because I'm like I'm in a state. Does that like count for like assaulting a minor, or is it what? How does that work?
I don't think they'd be around even if Bobby, here's the thing about you. Me and Chris and Angie both know if a kid showed up at your house, you would really run away. Like you're not
Kids
assaulting.
are scary.
I get that, but I can't. Chris is right. We saw you on the bridge. I don't think if a kid broke into your house, you would be like, "I'm gonna beat the crap."
They're
out
not
of
going to
you.
break into my house. Not letting them in.
Well, that's true. They can't come in anyway,
No.
so it's not like you're gonna be able to like really. You could like throw a rock at them through like the door.
Ooh, I'm down.
Fuck out of here.
Fucking slingshot. What?
Yeah.
What? David and Goliath's little fucking sling.
And I don't think they're gonna report it to the cops. They're
Sure.
demonic entities,
No.
possibly.
What's the report to the demonic cops?
Well, then I think you're fucked anyway.
Well, it's funny you mention that because we do have a "what are they?" question. Are they demonic, vampiric, or alien? Some people think they're extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrials.
I think they're them aliens, and not the ones that you keep hearing about on the television.
I like to think that they're most likely demonic. I think it would be cooler for them to be extraterrestrials, like the whole extraterrestrial aspect of them possibly being that. There's like a whole subset of other like becks to it.
I'm good. But I think that they would be dressed like more snazzier if they were demonic demons, have unlimited money, and
So I think they're demonic personally, and I don't think it's unlimited money or. I think it's hard to explain. Like I really think they are trying to pray a new way to gain entry. Like we're not the same people, the same
like-
humans we were 150 years ago, 250 years ago. Like I think it may be a new tactic to try to gain entry.
Issa went into the curtain. I know, I saw it too, and it was like, oh fuck, it's a black-eyed kid. That's why they kind of think it's possibly vampiric too, because the story is that for a Beck to get into your house, you have to have permission to come into
maybe
it.
vampires are real and it's just a type of demon.
Yeah.
I guess it's true.
Now listen, any vampires out there, you want to come to my house? Just dress up like a cute little goth girl. And I'll let you inside. But although if you're the kid though, I'm not letting you in. But you're like a nice you look like you're like your mid-20s, and you got short hair, tattoos, and piercings. You can come inside all you want.
Disclaimer: 14-year-old goth girls, please do not show up to Bobby's house.
I said mid-20s. Thank you very much.
I don't think there are any mid-20 Becks out there, homie.
Yeah, 6 to 16. That's it.
Damn it.
Yeah, I would suggest
Did she
that.
hit her head?
No, honey, she jumped on the chair behind you.
Okay.
So
Very jumpy today.
I just so the whole thing with black-eyed children.
There we go.
I very, very slowly say
A lot
that.
of hyphens.
I have to enunciate.
I'm
properly.
enunciating it. Is the fact that like they can't come into your house to start with, right?
Or your car.
Or your car,
Yeah.
which Brian Bethel is the one who had the OG story.
Yeah.
So, do you have that story, Bobby?
I have it on a link, I believe.
I can tell it too. I know.
You tell it then.
So, okay.
So I got another story here.
So in '96, when this first started happening, like the idea was that there was like the advent of the internet that black-eyed kids started showing up. So Brian Bethel, this is how long ago. This is why I think it's such an interesting idea that these kids exist, anyways. Is he was sitting in his car outside of like whatever the store was that he was writing a check
Piggly
to.
Wiggly.
Like it was like he was writing his like internet bill or something. He was paying it off or whatever.
Sure.
So he's writing a check. So it's like at the middle of the night, he's going to go drop his check off in the mail. And so you're thinking 96, 98, this is about what would happen.
Yeah.
So he's sitting in his car, and he's in the shopping center in Abilene, Texas, and suddenly these two kids appear and are knocking on his window. And he looks up, and these kids are, like, not making eye contact. They're wearing, like, hoodies, and they're, like, looking around. And they're like, hey, we want to go to this movie because there's a movie theater in the same shopping complex. We forgot our money. Can you drive us home?
Fuck that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
So he's, like, looking. And the thing that I've learned, or a lot of people say about black-eyed kids, is the fact that you feel this, like, inner sense of dread.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, this is kind of sus. So he looks over to where the movie is playing, and he sees that the last showing had already started like 20 minutes beforehand. So he's telling the kids, like, hey, you know, I don't think you're going to make it into the movie. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Why do you want to go see this movie? I would drive you home and then you come right back. He's like, no, we live like right down the street, all this stuff. We just need a few minutes to get home and come back and we'll go to the movie. He ain't having it. And good for him. Because basically what starts happening is the kids start banging on his window, and they basically start yelling at him saying, like, you have to let us in. You have to tell us we're allowed to come sit in your car. And so he was just like, nope, I'm out. Bye.
Now keep in mind, this guy is a reporter.
Yeah.
And he starts documenting this, and it becomes a front page of the MSNBC, or it was MSNBC, right?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
I think, or Yahoo was one of those.
No, it wasn't Yahoo. It was actually a really, like,
MSN?
MSN. It was
Yeah.
MSN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got to go back in the day.
Yeah. So everybody's like, "Oh, this is legit. It's on a legit news site. It's not the National Enquirer. It's not or the Examiner.
No.
This is
Legit.
a legit
Yeah,
news
publication.
story.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck, those kids better to hit my car. I'm liability only.
Well,
Just saying.
well, it was like they were just banging on the window. And he said the thing that he noted that was so scary is that once they finally looked up at him, they had no irises.
Yeah.
It was straight up black eyes. And at that time, you know, it wasn't like now where cosplay is a thing and you can go out and buy like completely like darkened eye like contacts for cheap. Though, I mean, at that point, they probably were super expensive for $96, $98. And it wasn't like those kids could go to like a store and just go buy them off the internet or Amazon Prime. It was
Sure.
$96, $98.
Those
So
things didn't exist.
they did not.
You gotta go to Hot Topic.
Right,
I was
so-
around back then, right, Chris?
Hot Topic's been around forever.
Chris, you're old. I don't know when's Hot Topic been around since.
I assume I don't think I've ever bought anything from a Hot Topic. So
I didn't know you might have got in once or twice.
even in '96, I was still like not old enough to drive. So
Oh, fair.
So
I was 3.
yeah, I went to Hot Topic in the early 2000s, so maybe it was still around. I don't know. It was when malls were still popular.
Peggy, we went to Hot Topic like 2 years ago. So
I would still go to Hot Topic now. I
they
like
sell great T-shirts.
they do.
I like
They have your
t-shirts.
BTS T-shirts and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
exactly.
Those-
And I
those-
got a Blackpink shirt.
Yep.
maybe BTS are like composed of black-eyed kids.
No, those are K-pop stars.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, Bobby.
What?
Anyways, continue on.
But yeah, like they want to get in. They want to get in your house. They want to get in your car. Don't let them in. Just say no. Say no.
Yeah, they don't kill you,
No.
but they just give you such a run of bad luck. You're cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a story of a couple that did let them in.
Yeah.
It was like a little couple.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's like it was a town. It was a small town in Vermont. Vermont. A couple lets them in, and it's like, yeah, our parents will be here soon. You let us in? Like, we're kind of cold. And they're like, sure, because they're fucking stupid.
Well, they're old, kindly old people.
not only that, they're not super old. They're probably this
Yeah,
couple
middle
is
age.
like they're probably in their 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also the middle of the night, and it's snowing outside
Yeah.
in Vermont.
It's for reason. And they're kids.
Yeah.
You know, you go to jail
Yeah.
for not offering assistance.
Oh, you will? That sucks.
Yeah. This place. You can. Just because Georgia's like, just let them fucking die doesn't mean everywhere is like that. There are actually laws now that you are required to assist.
I don't want to do that. I'm fucked up.
The New York stabbing where the lady gets killed, there's literally a law named after her.
Well, maybe now, but like,
Yeah, but even then, like, even if this is 98, 99, it's the middle of the night in Vermont. It's negative 13 outside, and there's kids that they said specifically were not dressed for the snow.
Those just
That's
dumb kids.
They said after the fact they realized they're not shivering and they're pale because, that's the other appearance thing. They're pale.
Yeah, they got them white white skins, the real white skin. But like they let him in, and they're like the cat doesn't like him because to be fair, cats don't like a lot of people, so I don't know. That's
yeah, but animals are so like
in
instinctual
tune, yeah.
at that point. Like I would think that if my cat was like one of my cats is very skittish, but the other one is like, I love you, 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 I love you. And if she was running away, I'd be like, there's something wrong with these people.
And then like the power goes out, and the fucking there's like voice. They can hear the kids saying, "Our parents are here," and they fucking see these two real tall beings at the end of the driveway and shit. So just like, and then the fucking husband got skin cancer.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck?
Like,
Yeah.
it was just a run of bad luck. And that was one of the stories you were telling me about, is one of the something similar where a lady finally let them in even after she had this overwhelming sense of dread. She just, like, her car broke down.
Yeah, she had terrible luck. She lost her job. She got really, really sick. Call it cancer. Just all these things happened that shouldn't have happened to her.
That's why I kind of think it's demonic, because what was the alien's point of having you have a run of bad luck be?
Because they're dicks.
True.
Aliens are the worst, man, right, Chris?
Sure.
You don't like aliens?
I don't dislike them. I just think,
Speciesist.
Yeah, they make me nervous.
I mean, they make everyone nervous.
It's not them as like an entity. It's just their intention. Like, if they're just like curious, then I don't care. But if they're like malevolent, then we got a problem, because technology.
Yeah, keep those long fingers away from my butt. I'm just saying.
Yeah, are they like the Romulans? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I just like, that's why I can think of them like demonic or vampiric, because they have to be let in. And the fact that you have this overwhelming sense of fear and anxiety when you're around them, like your instincts kick in. That to me is something primal that probably goes back a long ways in our history of these creatures. But at the same time, it's like, I just don't know. I understand the whole Vermont thing. It's freezing outside, all of that. I just feel like working with kids and knowing how kids are, and they're like freaking out about coming into your house. I just don't know if I could do it. I just don't know.
So, and I look at it more so than. So I look at it as them having to let them in, not because they can't. I don't think they can come in.
No, yeah, that's why I think it's like vampiric. Like they have to be invited in.
There have even been people that have opened their doors to them, and the kids can't cross until you let them in. And I don't think it's like a barrier or a plane thing. I look at it more as like there's like a deadbolt in your brain, like, and you have to unlock it to allow them to make entry. Because your natural instincts are, everybody's, when they see these things, are to be like, something's off, I'm not going to get too close.
Yeah.
So I think you have to willingly let them in, and I think that's like, I don't think, even with demonic possession, I don't think they can just jump in whenever they want. I think
it's a metaphorical thing, like when you invite them and you're inviting them into your, like...
Whatever. There has to be an opening, and you have to willingly open it.
Some people have said, well, usually it's 3 kids in various ages. And they said there's really no rhyme or reason to which one speaks for the group, but there really is only the one that speaks.
I think it's just one, and I think it's one entity. I think it's just portraying itself, or I think it's trying to prey on our weakness towards small, weak things.
Yeah.
If it shows, like I said, they showed up in Vermont in the cold in the middle of the night, not dressed for it, looking for their parents or somewhere warm, and like, it'd be, even if it was me, like, it'd be tough to be like, you probably can't come in.
And if you're listening to this thinking that
12-year-old.
sounds weird, think hyenas mimic babies crying.
Yeah.
And people's voices like, hey, come here.
Skinwalkers too.
Yeah, but like a hyena is a thing that we know exists.
Yeah,
and they had this on video of a hyena sounding like a voice in your group going, hey, come here. Hey, come here.
Yeah, I just think
I need help.
Yeah.
And again, I look at it more demonic, and I think if demons had the ability to just jump into whoever, whenever, they just would.
Yeah.
And I believe demonic possession happens, so I don't believe that happens. So I think there has to be a willingness to let them in some form or another. And I think it's like a lock in your brain that you have to willingly unlock to let them in.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Did you also know there are wide-eyed kids?
I was going to say that was another theory about why they may be aliens, is because of the wide-eyed kids thing.
Yeah, wide-eyed kids, they're similar, but guess what? They just show up. You don't have to invite them in. They just fucking come in your house.
There's like the theory is that they are sort of the bosses to the Becks. Like, they're the ones that are like if there's a multi-level, like,
Organization.
Pyramid scheming with
pyramid
Oh, MLM.
scheming, like, yeah.
Maybe the black-eyed kids are the scouts, and then you have your lieutenants and Lieutenant White-Eyed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're coming in, and they're more powerful. You don't send in your most powerful first.
Well,
Right.
and maybe they're not even connected. Maybe it's some other, whatever, supernatural beings, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they say that the
taking
grays and the greens and...
Yeah. Taking a form that we find weak or that we'll take pity on or something that we're not terrified of right
They're
away.
going to have to change it up because I agree with Bobby. Kids are terrifying.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
no. Lock up my
and I'm
door.
not
I'll go
scared
right
of
at
kids,
sleep.
But I'm also not opening my door to anybody
Well,
at 2 in the morning. Like,
Yeah.
And another
I got a
interesting...
shotgun. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, another interesting thing about the Becks is that a lot of times when you see them, you also see the Men in Black.
Yeah.
Like there is an association that when you see the Men in Black, it's a similar feeling you get for when you see like the Becks too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that those sightings generally are coincided with each other.
Well, I went down a rabbit hole last night because I was like, I wonder. Do y'all know what the rabbit hole was?
What?
Okay, so
I'm down.
I went back on news stories and the dates that people logged that they saw black-eyed kids, like if the news story had a date. I went and checked for Bigfoot sightings in that area at that same date.
I'm down. This is
Guess
great.
what?
Bigfoot sighting.
Bigfoot sighting,
sightings.
Yeah.
which could be an alien sighting.
I mean,
Yeah.
Look
and
at
they're in out of the way
Chris is
places.
just-
dead staring.
It's just weird. I want one to knock on the door. I really do. Because I want to be like, I got some questions, and I'll let you in, but I got some questions.
Or maybe
Let's just talk through the door.
Yeah.
Just talk to the door. Talk through my Ring doorbell. But maybe they're not so much aliens, but their supernatural presence is so strong that Bigfoot's drawn to it.
Mm-hmm. Could be. Well, there's this guy who caught these things on. Well, he was studying them, and he realized that when the black-eyed children appeared, there's this frequency that they pick up on, and
Kind of like ghosts.
yeah, well, like a sound frequency.
Mm-hmm.
So he copied it, looped it, and he'd play it at night, and he'd send it outside. And he actually drew. He called on his Ring doorbell, and she's just standing on his porch, just staring. It's terrifying.
Yeah, it took them a couple weeks, but they showed up.
And he lives miles out, like down this dirt road.
Yeah.
And so one time he's going home, and he thought he saw a kid, and he gets out and he's looking around, and he doesn't see it, but watching him. Look, I'm getting chills. Watching his camera, you see a kid like from the road, like side of the road, watching him. Like, dude,
Fuck
What
that.
I think
get
is
in your goddamn car.
But the sightings are so, and they're also contradictory in it. Like, because Bobby was talking about the fact that they sometimes show up in old timey clothing. Well, a lot of sightings now, especially, they're in like oversized baggy hoodies, jeans, clothes that kind of disguises them, and things that they can throw over their head so you can't necessarily see their eyes.
Well, and think about all the trail cams that have caught these kids on trails.
Yeah.
Like they all look the same with the long white nightgown and.
Clearly, Becky, some of them upgraded. They broke into a Gap.
That's true.
They
I was about
knocked
to
on
say,
that Gap door. They were doing inventory. Hey, what kind of coal can we get a
okay,
fucking
do you
hoodie?
got some nice hoodies in there?
Gap doesn't have nice hoodies. It's the
No,
Gap.
I was about to say.
It's the fucking Gap.
I really refused to like.
You can't
really
be walking around at night in a hoodie.
No, you can't. Not anymore.
Times have proven you're going to get shot.
That's the truth. I mean, it's true.
It might just depend on your skin tone a little more than what you're wearing.
Isn't it interesting they appear pale?
Yeah.
Because
The smart. Not really.
I just wonder. It just may be that that's something that the innocence, like the idea of these like super pale looking kids who like are frail and need assistance. Like this is what I'm saying though. This is what I.
Yeah, sometimes they say the younger one looks sickly.
Yes, or my like the older one is saying like my brother is sick, my sister is sick. Can we please use your like?
Yeah, I think
come
they're
inside.
trying to get us to pity them.
Yes, and I don't like that. Here's the thing. Just gonna tell you guys, and especially now in the 21st century, I just don't. I feel like you're really. I think y'all are right. I think you're gonna have to change it up a little bit because times are different. As somebody who works in the juvenile system, if somebody came up to me, some random kid, like in my house in the middle of the night, and is standing there saying, my brother is sick, my blah, blah, blah is sick, I'm like, you sit there. I'm going to call the cops. Sit there. Don't move. I'm not letting you in. I'm just not doing it. Because, I know how kids really are. No. I know how kids really are. And B, like, if you really are that desperate, I can see you on my porch. If you're feeling sick, I can give you some water through, like, here's open the door, here's some water.
Here's the cat door.
I'm going to be like,
Yeah.
do the Fortnite dance, and I'll let you in. If you can't do that, you're not a kid.
Oh, yeah. And why do your feet look like talons?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's disturbing.
Yeah.
Did you just swoop in the swamp and catch some dinner? Like,
Thanks for gripping the railing on my porch. Could you get down?
Why are you sitting there like a gargoyle?
okay, that's funny too.
Nah, fuck
Like,
them kids.
so, are you a harpy? Or like,
But I think that we technically are not the people I think that they would go after. I think that, but the thing is, like, it's very...
I don't think it's like us or them or whatever. I think it's whatever. I think they key on whatever's inside your mind that they think they will be able to get past.
Yeah.
Like whatever in your brain is like, it's kids. Let's let them open.
oh, and a lot of times
My wife would let you in. Please don't come to
it
my
is
house.
women who are barren and
Yeah.
infertile. So, I know some people who, and since they listen to the podcast, I'm of course not going to give any more details.
Yeah.
But if a kid knocked on her door in the middle of the night, it's a kid.
My wife
yeah.
would answer the door.
Mother them in an
instantly.
instant. Now, if they knocked on my door and had like a hurt kitten or a cat or dog, I mean, like, we found this hurt kid in here. Oh my God.
Actually, I'd be like, give me the cat and y'all can leave. Bye.
I don't think I would open it that far. I'd just be like, I'm calling the cops.
Yeah. I just...
Take it up with them.
Meanwhile, Casey's giving them milk and cookies
Yeah.
in the kitchen. Yeah.
Come
He
on
doesn't
back.
mean to be ugly to you.
Chris just cursing and spitting at him.
I'm grabbing the gun.
Yeah.
I don't trust anybody at
Well,
the middle of the
no.
night.
See how bulletproof you are.
Well, no, and it's the truth now. I feel like maybe in like the late 90s were still that time where you could be more inherently trusting of what's going on. I don't think that's so much like it anymore. You have too many kids involved in too many bad shenanigans. I want to say shenanigans because I can't say I don't want to say criminal activity, but yeah, a lot of kids are involved in criminal activity. And starting younger. I just couldn't. I know, knowing what I know, I am not your target. Even if you need what's in my brain, you are not. I am not letting you in, regardless. I don't care if you're a hurt child or not. I'm sorry.
So what if, and hear me out, they've developed a new tactic, and now they're trying to get you through the phone
Yeah.
with your car's extended warranty. And if you stay on long enough, they get you.
Yeah.
Because I just hang up right away.
Yeah.
And everybody I know doesn't listen to those. But what if the one person does?
Like, really though, who do you know that sits there and listens to those calls?
Grandparents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
old people.
Old people.
Lonely people who just want somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
I guess that's true, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like, what would you gain from taking over an old person?
I would be more inclined to help an elderly lady.
Well, I'm not
than a
helping
kid.
anybody. I'm a selfish
I would
bastard.
be.
I'm not answering the door.
I'll help a friend out, but anyone else, you fuck right off.
I would be honest with you. If I saw an elderly person asking for aid out in front and they're all by themselves, I would be very concerned. Like, not letting them in concerned, but like, where did you come from?
Well, remember that time the lady next door, I mean, they've moved, but her husband beat the shit out of her one time. And she came and knocked on the door at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, but you knew who that was.
Yes, but as I looked out and I saw her crying and bloody, I was like, is this real? Like, I hesitated for a slight second, but I still had is it real?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
It's 2 a.m. and there's a bleeding, crying lady at
Yeah.
your front door.
I mean, and yes.
This feels like not real life.
Yeah, because Alabama lost. He beat the absolute shit out of her. It was a couple of years back when they lost the championship to Auburn.
Cool, I hope he dies in a fire.
Yeah. Yeah, she kicked him out, and then they all moved. I was like, I hope you don't never let him back.
Yeah, absolutely. That dude's a piece of shit.
It's a football game.
I don't care if it's not a football game. That's probably not a good reason to put a hands on your
Yeah.
woman.
And if you're going to lose your temper over a football game, dude.
How
Yeah.
often?
Yeah,
No.
How often has this happened before where it's like minor?
right.
And escalates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that dude.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. I didn't like him.
Yeah.
I don't like them kids. I don't like them.
I like how
Give me
this
the-
is really your only thing you wanted to talk about is how much you just don't
He
like
just reminded
kids.
me of the Grinch. You know when the Grinch is in his chair and he's like, I don't like it.
I don't like
Yeah.
I don't like it one bit.
Oh, I am most definitely the Grinch. I'm even wearing green today.
I
I
don't think.
kind of are green.
Well, I was about to say, I don't think we would be targets
No.
for this.
Yeah,
What?
no, yeah. Fuck them kids. Don't let them in.
No, don't fuck the kids.
Bobby, we keep having to tell you, no 14-year-olds. This is a
Yeah,
weird
this
rule.
is like really. I know.
I'm not Kenny. Thank you very much.
Wow. Kenny, don't listen. I love you, but don't fuck 14-year-olds.
No, 17-year-olds, but yeah.
That's still illegal.
I agreed. We know. I told him.
I just going back to actually what we're talking about. I just wonder.
The age of consent.
I just wonder though. Here's the thing that is hilarious. Like, not hilarious, but the thing to me is that really though the reports of these kids, they don't really start until the internet. Like this is like the advent of the internet like creepypasta, like the OG creepypasta. So I wonder how much of it like was actually just stories that people were telling on the internet, like kind of
making
like
up shit.
yeah. You send this to 7 people and you
Oh,
won't die.
chain letters
yeah.
or chain mail. Yeah.
Man, I would be dead by now.
Funny story. If I ever get diagnosed with something terminal and I know like I'm gonna die the next day, I'm gonna send.
I saw that on Reddit,
those
and I
and
was
let it
like,
ride.
I want to do that too.
It's such a good plan.
What is it? I didn't see it.
It's
You just send out the chainmail. Like if you don't forward this to 10 friends, I'll die tomorrow.
Oh God.
but you know you're terminal, so you most likely are gonna die.
Nice.
Maybe like who did forward it? Yeah. Well, I might be inclined to disbelieve it, except they're on pictures and video now. Like you said with the Ring doorbell, there's a lot of video of these things now.
Maybe they're tulpas. Like we've talked about, like people talked
Yeah,
about
kind
so
of
much.
how like people believe they've created Slender Man into a tulpa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible. The power of our minds is.
And if you don't, listener, if you don't know what a tulpa is, it's something that you like believe in so hard that it comes into fruition.
Think of Nightmare on Elm Street, the final nightmare.
Yeah.
Talk about Freddy.
So if that is something that we've spoken into existence, I'd like to unspeak it into existence.
Don't think you can at this point.
I just don't like kids. Like that's the thing. Is like, and I just don't. I'm dead honest about this any other day.
She
I
dead
don't
ass.
like. I just don't like kids. I mean, I tolerate them, and
You like some kids.
I like some kids.
Yeah, I like some kids too, like my best friend's kid.
Yeah,
and
like
people, but-
who's what's his kids you like?
Crystal's kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, what I'm saying is like I'm not inclined to believe that all children are innocent. That's sort of my
True.
thing, and that's why I don't like the idea of black-eyed children.
Kids are mostly cunts. Most of the time. That's my takeaway.
I mean, that's kind of
They're
true.
exactly what they came from.
Yeah.
Ooh, the best part of them ran down their mom's leg.
Wow.
That's Angie's favorite insult in Valorant,
fucking
by
good.
the way.
Yeah.
Wow, I
Yeah.
like it. You know, kids are also called cum pets, and it's hilarious.
Sperm trophies.
No one. Y'all are terrible people.
Crotch goblins.
Agreed. Yeah, crotch goblins. Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Fuck trophies.
Yeah.
But it would be funny if these things do exist, like if they're having a meeting, convening on ways to like get to people now because the world is so untrustworthy and Ring doorbell does exist.
Start social, make an OnlyFans page.
Yeah.
Like age up a bit, make an OnlyFans page. There you go. That's how you do it.
Yeah, Bobby's thing would probably be like 20-ish-year-old women like who are hurt and need help. People like, yeah, come on in.
Yeah, you got daddy issues? I'm in. Let's do it. God, that's such a trend.
Well, I did request black-eyed kid pics on Run the Gauntlet, so we'll see.
Oh,
We'll see.
Jesus.
Yeah. There's some unusual porn links. I didn't click any. But we'll see.
Clicked them all.
You clicked them all. They're all purple
Every
now.
one of them.
There's big-
Yeah.
They're all purple. All purple.
I don't know.
Fuck them.
I don't, yeah, well, no, don't do that.
I mean,
but
don't actually have intercourse with the children. Please, dear God, don't.
I really like that this has
Just
become
shoot.
literally a PSA for not having like child molestation charges come
Yeah.
out on you.
Bobby.
Fuck you. Who's the youngest person I slept with? I think she was like 19. It's like the youngest person I've ever slept with. And that's it. I didn't lose my virginity until I was fucking 19, asshole.
That doesn't mean you can start fucking kids, bro.
I never fucked a kid.
You can't get that time back. It's just gone.
I'm going to pee on you.
That's actually Bobby's reaction to seeing black-eyed kids.
Start-
Just start peeing
No,
everywhere.
like, I've even told, like, you pee on a ghost. They disappear. Maybe it works on them, too.
Where have you ever heard that peeing on a ghost makes a ghost disappear?
I think that's jellyfish things, and it also doesn't work.
Yeah, that.
On Reddit?
Yes, because Reddit is the hub of information that is true. That's why they
Yeah.
I
caught
believe it all.
the first guy who was allegedly the Boston Massacre guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was definitely
They
the
solved
right guy.
They solved crimes.
They solved it completely correctly
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
I just,
Bobby's gonna see
They
black.
did find that kidnapped woman, though.
they did.
I mean, Reddit and 4chan, when they combine.
But that's the thing is like a lot of this, like going back is like Reddit and 4chan are really I would say the indicators of
said dick.
indicators. They indicate. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean. Stop laughing. Basically, they are the ones who create a lot of these urban legends.
Yeah, stop
too.
saying big words.
Sorry, my bad.
She mispronounced a big word.
I can't say them, so it's fine.
Indicative. It was indicative.
Indicative.
My
It's
bad.
Indicators and indicative.
Yeah. Sorry, my brain went dead.
I think you're gorgeous
Thanks.
Aww.
and very smart.
I appreciate it.
You should have heard them yelling at each other last night. It was glorious.
No, it's great.
Oh, Angie getting angry is the best thing. I just laugh.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy.
No, I hear Chris.
Yeah.
Love me.
So what we learned today?
You should not have sex with children, Bobby. That's what the podcast is.
Also, peeing on ghosts doesn't help.
Yeah.
It does. Prove
When-
it doesn't, Chris.
You know what? We're going to take you to the haunted bridge, and when you see a ghost, pee on it and see what
Bobby's
happens.
peed over the edge of that bridge.
As a
Yeah,
matter of fact,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Bobby fear pee if he actually saw a ghost, which doesn't
yeah.
help, I don't think.
Oh, it's fine. I'll wear like fucking trash bag or something.
Or a diaper, because
No.
those exist for
I
a
want a
reason.
diaper. It fucking pinched inside my ass.
You're talking about peeing on a ghost, and your big problem is wearing a diaper?
What
Well-
happened if you peed in a condom? Like if you were
It
wearing
fills it up.
Yeah,
Like
it fills it
watermelon.
up. Oh no,
Oh.
that's what I'll do. I'll pee in some condoms tied up like water balloons to see a ghost. Just toss them.
See?
There you go.
I got you, Bobs.
You know how fun it's going to be when Bobby gets arrested for throwing a condom filled with piss at a child because it was playing in a park and a bush moved?
It's like actually a Girl Scout
Yeah.
who's like selling cookies, and Bobby's like, "No black-eyed children." Bam!
Splash. And she's just
The
horrified.
mom is standing there like, "Oh no!"
I'm pretty
She's
sure
like,
that counts as
you
assault.
kinky sucker, call me.
Yeah,
I'm going.
and that's how Bobby became a stepdad.
Oh god.
Oh.
I'm out.
Out of all the topics you would want to do, Bobby, you're the one that chose Bex out of everything.
I did. I didn't realize I was gonna be assaulted by like Bobby. You can't fuck a 14-year-old.
Well, stop talking about it. Jesus.
I
You
never.
did.
I said I'll fuck him up. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna fuck him. It's a difference.
I can't, honestly, though, I really don't think if you had a Beck show up at your house, I don't even think you'd answer the door. I think you would just be like, mm-mm.
And then pretty much look at him. Nah, I'm going back to bed.
I just don't see Bobby.
I might call the cops.
I think in that circumstance,
Or
I
a
would,
priest.
If they're like really like, I need to be rendered aid. I'm like, I am not qualified to render
Yeah.
you aid. Sit on my porch.
Yeah, your liability issue. Nah.
Yeah, just stay there. I'll call the cops.
So I wonder if there's a way we can look up how many... Because I assume a lot of people have probably called the cops if this happens.
yeah.
If there's a
Oh
way that we can
yeah.
look up how many times cops have gone out and there's no children there when they've
Well, and
been
that's what I
called.
kind of wonder if you do say like, I'm gonna call the cops. Stay there. What they do if they
Yeah.
just like get up and like dip out.
Well, it wasn't that long ago here. We had, it was all over the chatty group that a couple of people had called because of the black-eyed kids here. This lady was like, black-eyed kids here, y'all. And I was like, mm-mm.
Becky, I got an idea.
What?
I'm gonna find that frequency he used.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna play outside my house for a couple weeks. See what happens.
Do it.
I will. Fuck
I
it.
It's
would
interesting,
I
the
would-
sound frequency. Like,
So I'm not gonna let him in the
what
house.
if it was aliens and that's how they communicate? And
yeah.
he's just running on loop, like,
I mean, sound frequency is how
Yeah.
we communicate.
yeah.
I would just love to.
Oh, yeah.
It would be hilarious though if that's kind of true. Actually, yeah, I guess that's true.
Let's just move on.
That's how we do it, I
But
think.
then, like, you do have like the black-eyed children show up, but at the same time, you have like Bigfoot show up, and Bobby's like, "I proved Angie's point the entire time." That last Origins episode we did, Angie was right.
Oh, a
See?
Bigfoot beat the shit out of those kids for me.
If he
might
does
eat
show
him.
up, can you get his jerky for me? Because
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that was the funniest part of that podcast when I was re-editing it. It was like the thing. It's like I just want a little taste. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with us?
I mean,
Like
it's-
sometimes I go back and listen to our podcast while we're editing, and I'm like, we say stupid shit.
I say stupid shit
Well,
all the
I
time.
think we all do.
I've never talked about communicating in sound frequency like we don't do that.
you mean where you said that you want to mind speak with a Bigfoot outside your door? You've never said that?
First of all, that's different. That's CSP. That's not
a
sound frequency.
It's a different kind of wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
God, Becky.
My bad.
It's a wave called insanity, but yes.
I'm just
It's
ain't
okay.
down for no black-eyed children.
Good.
And I don't want
Yeah.
black-eyed kids.
Although I really kind of want to play a prank on somebody now, and like
That's how you
That's
get
how you get
shot.
killed.
That's how you get
Thank you.
shot.
That just happened in
Yeah.
the county next to us.
And kid got killed.
2 days ago, like some kids were, they stole a golf cart and they were like hanging out in the bushes outside somebody's house that was not their house and like screaming at people as they went by and like knocking on the door and ding dong ditching the guy, but not actually ditching, just ding donging and waiting outside. And I actually know the gentleman whose house they were at, and he is crazy and has a bunch of guns. And when this got posted in the local page, I was like, he's gonna kill those kids. Like,
Yeah.
I would recommend not doing this.
I
Anymore,
will say,
children.
on the flip side, kids can't be kids anymore. It's like you will get shot at this point.
That's being an asshole.
Yeah, that's
Ding
a
dong
little bit-
ditching.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
be mad. I'd be mad. It's different on Halloween. Halloween's the one day you can do that shit, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Or it's not fine, but it's like, it's reasonably acceptable.
Well, I mean, that's what they used to do on Halloween before America was like, let's just make it a day to trick or treat so these hooligans don't destroy things.
So here's the thing: even ding dong ditching would be fine, but they weren't. They were lingering. They
Yeah.
were ding dong lingering,
And
which is
doing it
a
repeat.
different thing.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that probably would annoy the shit out of me.
Had they got on their golf cart and drove away, he'd be like, okay, it's just kids.
Yeah.
But they kind of hung out. This was like at 2 a.m.
It's true. I did, and it is funny. Like at my parents' house, there was a kid. We were doing D&D, I think, and I heard the doorbell ring. I was by myself, and I went downstairs, and I see this kid running by. And I'm like, the fuck is happening? So I opened the door. I'm like, can I help you with something? He's like, oh, I was just playing Ding Dong Ditch. I said, we have dogs and guns.
Also,
so
your parents'
please
house
don't.
is like far from the road. Like,
Yeah, I don't know why
I'm
they.
ding
Yeah.
dong sprinting through a field.
Yeah.
He like
Gonna see you.
his dad was like there was somebody else in the car, and I was like, am I about? Here's the thing, like.
You better get shot.
Well, no. Here's the thing that I was
No,
thinking
not
is
up there.
in my brain system is that they were casing houses
Oh,
to see who was home and who wasn't, so they could bust into the house.
ring the doorbell, kid.
Yeah, see who's there. But that's my brain and how that works.
Also, this is Halloween, right?
No, it was like a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, there's no ding dong ditching in where your parent. There's no way.
Yeah.
But he was like,
But there is ding dong rob the house because cars aren't there.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Hey, Becky, where can our fans linger?
that was
In Bobby's butt.
yeah. Where can our fans ding dong ditch us?
Yeah, where they get ding dong.
That happens too.
Yeah.
You can find us on the Facebook at The Free Rotation Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at The Free Rotation. We're also on Twitch and YouTube at The Free Rotation. You can check us out we're affiliates of Weeby Geeks Podcasting Forum. I figured out what it's actually called. You
Sweet.
can check us out at WeebyGeeksPC.com. You can check out our backlog at our website at TheFreeRotation.com. And you can check out all of our episodes on your favorite podcasting app.
That's a lot of places.
Worldwide.
We're sluts.
We are. Hey, you can find us hey, if you're listening to us, you found us.
Yeah.
You did it.
You did it.
We're so proud of you.
proud of you.
I'm not.
We did it, Obama.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not proud of you.
You sound like a really disappointed mama right now.
Yeah.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
That's the fucking worst.
That's what we say to Bobby when he keeps talking about children.
I was fine with the disappointment. The anger was what got me. I'm disappointed. Pfft, that's you problem.
Yeah.
You need to lower your expectations a little bit.
Chris is definitely one of those people who are just like, whatever.
Yeah, move on with life.
Hey, can you turn the podcast
It's on.
off?
We weren't finished.
We are now. No, I'm on your side, Angie.
That's the frequency you hear. I like cheddar.
I don't get the joke.
I don't either.
I
Oh,
just like
fuck my
cheddar.
asshole.
Jesus Christ, man.
What the fuck's going on over here? Jesus Christ. Okay. They're good. I guess I'll do the intro because it's kind of my thing. But
Are you gonna be like an NPR intro? Like, why do you sound like you're
No.
having like a night like?
no,
Well, I thought about a funny skit we could do.
let's do it. I'm
Yeah.
down.
We used to do skits before all of the episodes. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, like, we'll have a door knock, and then Bobby opened the door, and Becky's sitting there, and you're like, oh my God, it's Black Eyed Kid, because her name is Begs.
Yeah.
Tons of swabloos.
There's Pokemons around your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Becky's like, no, it's just me. It's Becky, not Bex. And then you're like, but your eyes are dark. And like, your eyes are black. And she's like, I've got dark brown eyes.
Sure, I'm down.
Oh
Let's
my
do it.
God. Okay.
Okay, so.
That was better.
There are Becks in this house. Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Who's there?
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby.
There's fucking black-eyed kids out here. There's some Becks out here.
What?
Bobby, it's Becky, not Bex.
Why
You
your
got
eyes black?
Yeah, why
Becky?
your eyes black, huh? Huh?
Why are you making fun of my Middle Eastern heritage right now?
Why do you gotta make it racist?
Just right out the gate.
We're dropping this again. We're dropping it. We closed the door on you for a day.
But I was like, can you let me in?
No.
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 Can you let me in? Can
Nope.
I come in?